Assalamu alaikum. Warm welcome to everyone joining us live. Today we have something truly exciting for all those dreaming of studying in the United States. We are talking about the universities with some of the most prestigious and career-focused universities in the America.
Farhan sir,
I,
sorry to interrupt. You are not audible. Please mic को करीब कीजिएगा.
all right, sir. Now am I
Yes.
audible to everyone?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing. So, today we have universities from the America, like we have the Concordia University, Chicago, Webster University, and Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, which is also known as RPI University, for the engineering. The students who are related to the engineering field, they should have the opportunity to talk about this. And Penn State Law College, and Avera University, and the Harrison University. So overall, if we talk about the USA, so we will have the all conversation related to how we can get the information for the United States, how we can get the scholarships as well. The as I came to now, there are many generous scholarships are available for the students. So let me introduce the speaker of the day, Miss Momena Mahmood, who will, share her expertise, insights about the United States education system at the mainstream universities, and we have the amazing mentor, the co-host, and not other than the CEO of the Border and Bridges, Bilal Rashid Saab, join us today. Sir, please share your insights about this online session. Over to you. Sir?
Thank you so much, Sir Farhan, for introducing me. This is indeed a pleasure to be a part of this session. I would like to thank Ms. Momna and our all participants. This is a great opportunity for the students who wants to study in USA, since USA is regarded one of the highest destination in the world with the top students. And it's our pleasure to be a part of this session. And Ms. Momina, thank you so much again for joining us. Please introduce yourself and afterwards tell us about the universities and the procedures. And I would also like to urge all the participants to write down all the details and the questions if they have any, so that Ms. Momina can answer that. Yes, Ms. Momina.
Thank you so much, Palasa. Thank you so much, Palasa. This is Mona Mahmood here, and I'm representing in Uni US portfolio on platform of Global University System. I'm really grateful for all of you for having me over to this great session where I will be and I would love to tell you about the universities we have on our panel. We have a variety of universities and like variety of locations in within the USA, whether it's New York, whether it's Chicago, or it's Texas, Atlanta, Missouri. We all have the we all these universities are available on those locations within the USA with the affordable fee structure and very attractive scholarship packages also. So starting off, the university that I have been taking care of is CUC, Concordia University, Chicago. I would love to, always talk about it because when I joined this company, I was solely looking after this university. So, where is CUC? It means CUC is located in the state of Illinois, and the city is Chicago. And the university is only half an hour away from downtown Chicago. Being popular and populous on the third number in the USA, CUC is offering you MBA with only $24,000 of the cost for 2 years, which includes 4 semesters. So if you talk about that, what is the budget? What is the academic criteria? we always have a cover for you guys. I mean, there are universities in USA who are not affordable for most of the international student due to the location, due to the highly priced programs. So we have the solution to all of your concerns and queries in that regard. And then we have a variety of courses available for undergraduate also, with minimum both of our masters and undergraduate UG and PG, both courses, both programs are there with a very economical fee structure. And we are also offering you guys admission with bare minimum academic criteria also. And throughout the from starting from the application until the last day means until the day of your visa appointment, we always cover you. For example, um, like if you send your application through border and bridges to us, to any of the university that we have on the panel, whether it's CUC, it's Evela, Webster, RPI, Penn State. So, we will be supporting you throughout whatever concerns you have. Are they regarding the credit hours? Are they regarding the scholarship? Are they regarding the financial status? Are they regarding anything, F1, F2 visa? We will always be there to support you. And we have like special support for you guys available when it comes to the visa preparation, university interview, how you should prepare your financials, how you should be able to provide us the documents, how they should be documented together. We will be able to help you in all of those segments also. So this was about CUC. If I come to the other university, that is Evela University, it's in Kansas. So, it's again very budget friendly university. The amount of per year tuition fee of Evela University is only $10,000 for 2 semesters, so $5,000 for each semester. So we are also in Evela University, we're also offering you STEM degrees again with very minimum tuition fee structure. Then in Evela and CUC, we are taking dependent cases also, which are F2 cases, so you can travel with your spouse. So this is a great opportunity for international students as well. And then we have Webster. It's in St. Louis, and Webster in USA. Webster is again, so it's almost 50 years old university. CUC is to 1.5 century. It means like 150 years old university. So you do not have to be worried about the credibility of a university. The university that we have on our panel are the oldest and very big when it comes to the campus wise. For example, if I talk about CUC specifically, it's way big. It's 1.5 century years old university. You do not need to be worried about any athletic or any club related membership. You're always welcome as an international student. So coming back to Evela, we are accepting the application for PG students at 2.6 CGPA, which is very minimum criteria. And then we evaluate and whatever the documents you need, we help you step by step. Then, Faransab, I would like to go to each university turn-wise. Otherwise, it's going to be very confusing. So I would take the questions if you have
Yeah, that
on
would be
each
more
turn.
great. Yeah, yeah.
So about the questions, let us start with the eligibility criteria for those students who wants to apply for the UG program. Which university would you suggest when it comes to the success ratio? I mean, which university has the highest credibility in the eyes of embassy, so that the students may prefer that?
So, Abhilasha, I would like to share that all of our university have the highest credibility because if I'm representing 6 to 7 universities, I cannot say that, any of them is less to any one in the comparison. But if you talk about the academic or eligibility criteria, then I would say that starting off with CUC, it's accepting for PG, UG both, it's just 2.3 CGPA. 2.3 CGPA means it's only 60%. Because in USA, they always accept the degrees or academics in the GPA form. So if we, as per US GPA evaluation for CUC, 2.3 plus is equal to 60 plus 60% as per our calculation, GPA calculation in Pakistan. So we only need 60%. And yes, the visa ratio is also amazing. And also we have 100 plus courses available on the GUS gateway, where you can, always go and explore and guide the student that they're always welcome to scroll this course list. For example, we have a variety of courses available for IT, for business related degrees, for health sciences degrees, for degrees like social sciences, also humanities as well. So I would recommend that if there is a student who have the less academics, he can go for CUC first. He can put in the application where the other universities, for example, Webster, Evila, Herzing, they are taking the application on at least 2.6 plus CGPA. So if the student has those, also we're like they're more than welcome to get an admission in those universities as well. In RPI and Penn State, we are not offering for UG degrees for now, because Penn State is solely about the LLM side. Only LLM program is being offered in Penn State, Pennsylvania State University, where RPI, it's solely about the engineering courses. So we have a variety of engineering courses available in RPI, not the UG side courses.
All right. And about the English language ability criteria, I mean,
Yeah.
which of the English language test does the student has to undertake in order to get admission in the USA?
Okay, wonderful question. So, Bilal, if you ask about the university's eligibility criteria, we are taking following tests with like bare minimum courses also. For example, IELTS, it's almost 6.0, overall 5.5 in each band. Then we are taking PTE scores, KD starting from 54 and they go 61 for, university wise. For example, if I talk about CUC, then CUC takes 61 as PTE score, 110 as Duolingo, and IELTS is 6.0 for CUC, 5.5 each band. So, every university takes the different sort of scores, but we all are taking these tests, which I've already mentioned. For example, IELTS, Duolingo, PTE. Yes.
And English language exemptions, are we providing that as well?
So, no, Bilalsa, we're not providing any English exemption, since we're coming from the background of a country where the official language is the Urdu. So,
Yeah.
English is not our official language. But if you have any student that has done his or her undergraduate from any UK, any British college or British school, we can get them an exemption for a master's in the USA. But all the Pakistani students are supposed to go through the test, English test. There is no exemption. And this also, by the way, I would like to mention one thing here, that this also makes sure that their visa, visa acceptance is also very much, if they are coming to any university with an English test.
That's great, Miss. Miss Momina, you shared about the F1 and F2 visas. So, Could you please share about F2, the visa, like there are the research programs are available as well, and spouse are also, available for, we have a lot of queries for this, area as well. So could you like us to please share the information about this as well?
Okay, so great. Farhan Sab in Avila and CUC, like I have already mentioned, we are taking dependent cases as well. So students can apply for their spouse simultaneously. The spouse does not need to wait at the home country where students apply first. So your student can always apply for the dependent I-20 along with the student's I-20, which is F2 I-20. So additional cost is always applicable for each dependent. For example, if we talk about CUC Concordia, we are taking 5,000 extra cost of an independent, that is a dependent spouse that is going with a student, with a prospect student to the campus. For example, if my student is showing $40,500 bank statement for MBA with specialization, it's a cost of 1 year tuition plus the entire degree cost. Sorry, so tuition plus living expenses.
Living cost. Yeah.
So here we will show additional spouse cost, which is $5,000 only in the bank statements. So to total cost would be $45,500, and you will get the
Okay.
I-20 simultaneously.
Okay, so as far as I have understood, for every dependent that we include in the application, we need to show at least 5,000 USD additionally in the bank
Yeah.
statement. And for
Yes.
how long should it be retained?
Bilasa, for USA, we are not supposed to hold the balance in our accounts. We are just supposed to maintain the balance in a way. For example, if you are applying for the I-20 today, and you're showing the bank statement, your bank statement should, what I recommend as a country rep, that you should always show a little more balance than the actual it has been advised, because the dollar is always fluctuating in the market. Yeah, so we should always secure ourselves by showing some additional balance in the bank account. And the bank statement could be 3 to 8 months older.
Okay.
And the closing balance should meet the criteria of the amount you are supposed to show as per the course and F2 case.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So like $1,000 to be, added for the fluctuation purposes, right? In
I
case
think
the
that's
currency
fine. I
fluctuated.
think that's fine. That would be great amount. That would be great amount. So
Okay.
dollar should not, dollar do not fluctuate in like a thousands of range. But yes, if you're saying 1,000 extra could be held in an account, which will like, secure the students back also. That is going to be an amazing thing from us.
Okay. So how much living cost should it be for the main applicant?
Okay.
I mean, the
So
formula of the bank statement should be the remaining fee and the living cost, right? So
yeah.
what should be the living cost for the main applicant?
So, for example, it all again varies location wise, which university, which location student has applied. For example, if I tell you that New York is always expensive, you know how expensive New York is. And then if we talk about California, I'm talking about in a general perspective. So in USA, number one expensive state is New York. Number two expensive state is California, and then Boston. But Boston is super expensive, so most of the international students do not prefer going there. We include Chicago here on the number three when it comes to expensive living. For that side, we have covered the student by offering them the on-campus housing option as well. For PG students, it's not mandatory. For UG students, it's only mandatory for the first 2 years. But yes, if you talk about the affordable cost for PG students, then it's super friendly towards our international students as well. and it will normally cost them for like each semester. If I talk about 6 months, uh, six five to four to 4,000 to 5,500 dollars. So yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
yes, sir, over to
yes,
you.
Sir Farhan.
Yes, I have a question about like how much the duration of receiving the offer, firstly, and from these university that we have Avila, Harrison, and Webster and Concordia University, Chicago. So also, would you like to share about the scholarship as well? Because students are really interested in getting the few generation scholarship. Over to you.
So, if you talk about Avila, Avila is offering very good amount of scholarship to the international students. For example, like I already mentioned, after this deduction of scholarship, the student is only going to pay nine or maybe $10,000 for the entire year. So maybe $5,000 for each semester. It's the bare minimum cost. And for CUC, uh, there is again a very good amount of scholarship being offered. For example, if so, for both of the universities, you have to meet the criteria. If I There is a scholarship criteria. So for my university, if I talk about CUC, UG, when it comes to UG, every student is going to have $32,000 of scholarship awarded on the entire tuition fee, which makes that there is no criteria for UG student, because the tuition fee is slightly higher for the UG student as compared to the PG student. We are, for example, we are accepting the application on 2.3 CGPA, but there is a certain criteria for the scholarship. For example, 2.9 CGPA is required to have the scholarship, which is 10%. Then we are offering scholarship on the percentages, percentile basis, 10, 15, 20, 25. The entire percentage of the scholarship is up to $8,000. So, for example, if your student is having a 2.9 CGPA, then student is going to have 10% scholarship. The more GPA the student have, the more scholarship will be given to the student.
That's
Okay. Okay, further about the gap. If the student has the gap in his previous education, for example, if he has completed his education intermediate in the last 2 to 5 years, will he be eligible to apply for UG? And I would like to ask the same question for the PG as well.
Well, that's a very good question. This question I've been just asking to my agents all the time. Even there was a query earlier this morning as well regarding the gap. So I will tell you how does the university or how does the visa compliance works. So for USA, it's not so difficult. It's not very difficult to convince the university, but it is a very tough job to convince the visa officer. So there are two parties involved. University do not mind taking gaps for UG, PG both. But if you're sending a student, uh, let's take an example of a UG student, and he or she is having a 5 years of gap, and we are sending him or her to a visa officer. It's not going to be easy for the student to justify his or her gap, because for a UG student who's not very matured, who's young and should be young, I think it's difficult, because if I talk about the visa compliance point of view, they do not prefer taking the older students level wise. They always prefer taking the fresh students level wise. If I give you an example of my MBA degree, with MBA, MS Computer Science degree, with specialization or without specialization, we have successful visa ratio of at least 7, 8 years of the gap also for master's degrees. They don't mind. Visa officer do not mind. University do not mind at all, because USA is very flexible. They do not discriminate people with age, race, and color. You know that. But when it comes to the visa officer, they are very conscious about this. You know, they will always prefer a younger, a fresh student over the one who's coming with a gap. So this I always prefer that if we are taking a gap student, I think for UG, it should not be more than 1 or 1.5 years. Even 2 years of gap, I do not recommend.
जी मिस
In my
मैंने आपसे
experience,
कंफर्म करना था, यूनिवर्सिटी रिफ्यूजल केसेस एक्सेप्ट कर लेती है
बिल्कुल करती है जी। मेरे
जैसे
स्टूडेंट्स
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
आगे
के रिफ्यूजल जो है यूएसए के अलावा भी कर लेती हैं।
बिल्कुल कर लेती हैं, लेकिन बात ये है कि आपने ये चीज अपने ध्यान में रखनी है कि ये जो एम्बेसीज है ना, यूएस, यूके, यूरोपियन, ऑस्ट्रेलियन, कनेडियन, ये
जी
सारे अपनी अपनी जो नोट्स है ना रिफ्यूजल के, वो शेयर करती हैं। तो फॉर
ठीक है।
एग्जांपल आपका स्टूडेंट रिफ्यूज हुआ है, ठीक है, इस एम्बेसी ने, एम्बेसी ए ने अपने नोट्स एम्बेसी बी से शेयर किए हुए हैं, बिल्कुल ठीक है। अब वो उसके पास, यानी कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया से वीजा रिजेक्ट करा के स्टूडेंट यूएस आ गया, ठीक है, और यूएस वाले ऑफिसर के पास ऑलरेडी उसके सारे नोट्स हैं कि व्हाई वाज स्टूडेंट रिजेक्टेड। लेकिन स्टूडेंट इज एड्रेसिंग अनदर कंसर्न। फॉर एग्जांपल, पहले जो वीजा ऑफिसर होगा वो उससे पूछेगा, डू यू हैव एनी अदर रिजेक्शन। अब स्टूडेंट इज अनएबल टू एड्रेस द क्वेश्चन। अब स्टूडेंट समझेगा कि शायद वो उससे पूछ रहा है कि आप उसको यूएस की कोई रिजेक्शन बता दें। सो ये
जी
ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है। अब स्टूडेंट समझेगा कि वो उससे पूछ रहा है कि डिड यू हैव एनी रिफ्यूजल और रिजेक्शन अर्लियर देन दिस इंटरव्यू। उसने इस बात को देखना है, उसने यूएस से रिलेटेड नहीं कहना, उसने इस बात को फौरन आंसर करना है और बहुत ही स्मार्टली जवाब देना है कि yes miss or sir, I do have a visa rejection but it is from Australian embassy and they did not tell me the reason, yet I am very eager to apply for my international degree, that is why I came to US। और अगर वो पूछे तो वो उनको बताए। अगर वो नहीं बताएगा कि मेरी कोई रिजेक्शन नहीं है या मेरा कुछ भी नहीं है पहले से, वो यहाँ से ना स्टूडेंट को पकड़ लेंगे। वो बताएंगे तो नहीं, वो फिर उससे एक दो सवाल करेंगे, लेकिन वो उसको फिर रिफ्यूज कर देंगे, डिनाई कर देंगे उसका वीजा, और उसको कह देंगे बेटर ट्राई योर लक नेक्स्ट टाइम। और वो लाइक यू नो, अगर तो स्टूडेंट ने झूठ बोला हुआ है, वो डिसऑनेस्ट है अपनी, बात ये है कि अगर तो वो डिसऑनेस्ट है अपनी स्टेटमेंट के साथ, तो फिर उसके लिए प्रॉब्लम है। अगर वो ऑनेस्टी से बता देता है, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल। मैंने स्टूडेंट्स के स्पेशली कराची साइड से, क्योंकि कराची के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आई एम सॉरी टू से, वो बहुत ज्यादा हम पंजाबियों से, दूसरे साइड से बहुत ज्यादा वेल इन्फॉर्म, वेल इक्विप्ड विद नॉलेज एंड वेरी स्मार्ट है। उनको परवाह नहीं होती उनका वीजा एक दफा रिफ्यूज हो रहा है, 2 दफा या 3 दफा, दे विल कीप ऑन अप्लाइंग। अच्छा, मैंने देखा कि बच्चों के 5वीं अटेम्प्ट में भी यूएस के वीजे लगे हैं। चौथे अटेम्प्ट में एक बच्चे से सवाल पूछा उसने कि यू हैव अप्लाइड फॉर द वीजा अगेन। वो कहता है यस, आई विल नॉट स्टॉप अप्लाइंग until you grant me the visa or tell me what is wrong with my profile. So वो, you know, the ambassador laughed and she said, okay, okay, your visa is granted, go enjoy. I mean, that was not from my university or any university that we have on our panel. This was being shared to one of our, compliance officer.
Okay.
अच्छा मिस मैंने ये कंफर्म करना कि जैसे हमने पहले किसी और यूनिवर्सिटी से अप्लाई किया, रिफ्यूजल आ गया, हम नेक्स्ट जब हमने वीज़ा फाइल करना है तो हम यूनिवर्सिटी चेंज कर सकते हैं, एडमिशन वगैरह शुरू से जो करते हैं।
किससे बात कर रहे हैं? यूएस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात कर रहे हैं आप?
जी जी यूएसए के लिए।
बिल्कुल चेंज कर सकते हैं,
ठीक है
100% कर सकते हैं। और स्टूडेंट कह सकता है, देखिए बात ये है ना ताबिश, हमारी, अब मैं अगर बार बार एक बात मेंशन करूं तो जो यूनिवर्सिटी है ना, उसको कोई इशू नहीं है। यूनिवर्सिटीज आर वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल when it comes to the admission. Again, all we have to do is convincing the visa officer. अगर तो हम उनको कन्विंस कर लेते हैं तो फिर इसका मतलब है कि there is nothing left. It's just the job is to convince the visa officer. So we just are supposed to convince them.
जी,
Student can apply
thank you,
to
Miss.
lots of universities even after the refusal. That is not a problem at all. And student can always tell, it's just a convincing thing. वो बता दें कि मैंने अब इसलिए इधर अप्लाई किया है क्योंकि the location was not up to my maybe plan, and maybe it was expensive program, or maybe I did not like the course modules. So that's why I have changed my degree from this institution to this one.
Okay.
Okay, so Miss, as you have mentioned that there is no issue when it comes to the university uh, regarding the previous refusals. Suppose the student wants to apply in USA after the refusal from Australia, and for some reason he's not getting the appointments from the embassy, and the deadlines has passed. Uh, so, what are the options for that student? Does he need to apply again, or it already automatically gets deferred?
No, it automatically gets deferred because if it's so the thing is, if the student is unable to book his or her appointment from one intake to another from embassy, university itself ask or request or advise the student to kindly defer your admission. For example, अगर मैं आपको आज की example दूं, हमारी August intake, fall intake आपको पता है कि overall it was not that good as it used to be. Why? Because embassy's calendar was closed for a good time. So there was a blockade of closure of the calendar. Plus, when the appointment opened, everybody booked the appointment. Within like few days, appointments were gone. So all those fall applications that did not need the appointment or fall intake, they automatically were advised to go for the defer intake. क्योंकि जाहिर बात है बच्चों ने अपना एंड टाइम तक वेट करके अपने आप का वो सेक्रीफाइस तो नहीं करना है. There is no cost, additional cost involved from university wise. They are just supposed to ask the university to defer their admission for the next upcoming intake as per the availability of the course, and they are good.
Yeah. Okay. So, Miss Kinza, do you have any questions regarding your clients?
No, I don't have any questions right. She has answered most of the questions that I asked, so that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Sir Farhan, do you have any questions?
Sir,
जी मिस, मेरे क्वेश्चन आपसे लेवल इकोनॉमिक्स के जो डिप्लोमास होते हैं वो एक्सेप्ट हो जाते हैं कि नहीं?
Please repeat your question.
um, which actually want to know about the diplomas or the degrees that are available, like the qualify autumn ATHE awarding bodies from the UK. So are these are acceptable in the United States?
Okay, great question for answer. So the thing is that it varies to university to university. For example, the good thing about the Indian university is that we do the evaluation by ourselves. We do not ask the student to go for the external evaluation. We do the academic internal evaluation by ourselves. So for those sort of cases, I would always ask you or advise you to send in the application with the correct form and official form of the document, so we can internally evaluate them, and then we can tell you the decision. Either we are going to accept this students in A university, B or C or D, because we have a variety of the universities available on the panel. So for example, Evila accepts that diploma, but Herzing or CUC does not. And Webster, on the same hand, he might have another criteria when it comes to academics. So it just varies from application to application. If you do have an application like that, kindly send in the official transcripts of those diplomas as well. We will evaluate and we will let you know the answer once we're done with evaluation.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, sir.
Sorry, Sir Farhan, could you please repeat your question?
Yeah, actually, sir, I was thanking Miss Momina Mahmood for sharing the amazing information with all of us, starting from Avila, Webster, Concordia University, Chicago, and going to the RPI as well. So, sir, from my side, the questions are done. I hope so. If you have any question, please you can ask from Miss Momina, and sir, over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding the ongoing applications or the questions that we are receiving right now, I would like to know our deadlines starting from, I mean, August, right? Yeah. So, how much time do we have left for the applications to be submitted?
Okay, so Bilal, that August is already closed. We're not accepting any application for August or fall intake, but from starting to the upcoming intakes. If I talk about Evela and Webster, we do have October intake available. That is called fall two round. For CUC and Herzing, we have January intake available. That is called spring intake, the start of the year. So, you guys for October intake, I would suggest that start sending in the application because in maybe end of September, we will stop taking the application for October intake because we need at least 1.5 months from application to taking the visa appointment. But for CUC, you guys have a CUC, Herzing, you have good time. You can always apply in a month or maybe in the next month for the January intake, as we have already started giving in the offers for spring intake.
Okay, so we need at least 2 months from the intake to process the applications, and I
Yes.
would like to advise all the students or the viewers, if they want to apply to the USA, start sending in your application so that the process can be done in time.
Yeah.
And uh, just one last question about the USA. When we
I
receive
would
in
like to mention one thing, Bilal. The thing is that university will provide you offer I-20 everything, but we are supposed to secure the visa slot as soon as
yes.
we can. So that is why I have mentioned that at least we need 2 months starting from the application day until the visa appointment. We need to do it on I would suggest ASAP basis.
All right. Sir Farhan, please note this for
Yeah.
future applications. And Miss, one last question before we close this beautiful session. When we receive inquiries related to the USA study visas, we often, they give us the information about the application process
Bilal, sorry, you cannot hear you. There is a disruption.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I think Wi-Fi जो है वो सर अभी बिलाल बिलाल साहब अभी reconnect होंगे.
Hmm. It's stuck. Restarting. We can wait, no worries.
Thank you. जी, जब तक बिलाल साहब ज्वाइन करते हैं, आप काइंडली अगर कोई मजीद क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम योर साइड, यू कैन आस्क फ्रॉम मिस मोमिना, ताबिश, मिस फजर, मिस किंजा एंड ऑल टीम मेंबर्स जो जो है पूछना चाह रहे हैं क्वेश्चन।
नो सर, सब क्लियर है अभी तो।
That's great. That's great. So we will wait for Sir Bilal to join again. So um, let me connect with Sir Bilal. Thank you very much, Miss, for waiting. Bilal Saab has joined.
No problem.
Apologies for the disruption. It was
No
caused due to
problem,
the
Bilal.
network issue.
No problem.
And thank you
No
so
problem.
much for for waiting for this.
No
Okay,
problem.
so anyone has any questions related to the universities that we have discussed, or about the F1 or F2 categories that we have discussed right now?
Bilal sir, I would like to mention here that whatever the marketing material you need, whatever the university support material sheet, cheat sheet related help you require, please feel free to ask me in our WhatsApp group so I can share you. And if there are any queries or profile coming in time to time, you can always send in our group or ask me or call me, miss, that this is the percentage of the student would you any university like to accept the student and this, if the student would want to study this course, do you have the course available in any of the US university that you have on your panel? I would like to really answer those queries and address those concerns also on, like, top of the time. Feel free to
That's very
ask.
nice of you. Sir Farhan, please do the needful so that every useful material can be shared with our staff. And yeah, before closing this session, I was asking about the PSW options, if there is any available in the USA for the students to be, get attracted to.
Yeah, so but also if the student is applying for the STEM category, that STEM duration for PSW is 3 years. So 2 years is the degree and 3 years is the post-study work visa. If the student has applied for the STEM category of the program, if the student has not applied for the STEM program, then the student will have at least, I think, 10 to 12 months of the PSW post completion of their degrees as per US immigration law.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Sir Farhan,
Yes, thank you
over to
very,
you.
very much. Before we wrap up, I want to sincerely thank you as our guest speaker, Ms. Momina Mahmood, for sharing such valuable insights about studying in the United States of America. And our co-host and mentor of the Border and Bridges, Sir Bilal, thank you very much for joining us again with the sessions that are ongoing for counseling the students, for sharing the information with the students so that they can learn how they can get benefit from the border and bridges immigration and legal consultancy. We are located near the University of Central Punjab, Johor Town. And special thanks to all the participants who have, shared the questions as well. And looking forward to get more time and more guidance from you, Miss Momina Mahmood. And
Pleasure.
we are going to organize many more sessions in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank
Thank you so much, everyone, for
you.
joining. There is a short video which will be
Yeah.
played at the end of this session, and we are open for any of the questions that our audience have. Feel free to contact Bottom with his team so that your application can be processed in time. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and have a good day.
Thank you.
For some, it's the first time away from home, a chance to find themselves, a time to discover their passions, explore the world, or advance their careers. No matter the reason, at Webster University, our students always come first. While honoring our past, Webster's mission compels us to move forward. Here, everyone is embraced and celebrated. Outstanding faculty care about their students, offering new and creative academic approaches. Webster's network of campuses span the globe, creating a vibrant and dynamic academic experience. Webster is always moving forward, never standing still.